businesses or something like that.
Everything.
Everything. Yeah, they're more active now. Some time ago, I used to be afraid or they'd be refused, which they would. A lot of them were refused. No, you can't open this. No, you have one already. Things like that. Still remember that.
So the changes that you see now is that we and our kids have better opportunities in participating.
Sure do. Yeah, we do. We do. I tell my grandkids that. My nephews, my nieces that are younger. You can do that. No, they won't. But try it. Go there, try it. Go someplace or do something. Try it. Go there. Open your mouth and tell them something.
So the big change that you see is the attitude.
The attitude, yeah.
The attitude, because when you and I were raised in Colton, we thought that we couldn't do it because that's the way it was.
That's the way it was.
That's the way it
For
was.
years it
You
was
can't
like that.
change. And now you have a different attitude that que sí se puede.
Yeah, sí se puede.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? That I noticed. I'm a cruiser. I like to cruise the streets of the north side. I got my sister. Anyway, I got relatives north side. I like to once in a while, I go up and down the streets. And I know a lot of people that used to live in South Coast.
Uh-huh.
If I know them, I stop and talk with them for a little while. Blah, blah, blah. What are you doing? Cruising. Cruising. You're wasting gas. Who cares? I can't take it with me. So I go up and down the streets. Oh, I know this guy or I know these people. I stop there and talk to them. Because I used to live in South Colton, see, a long time ago. I do that all the time. I go, my sister lives on the north side with one of her daughters. I got a nephew, nieces there. You know Romy de la Rosa?
See?
Well, he's related to he's married to my niece. So I stop there occasionally, talk to him. Whatever he is, that's his life. Anyway, so I thought, how you doing? All right, yeah, all right. But a little conversation, and my little nephews are there or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Then I'll see you later. Where you going? Go visit your mom over there. So I go visit I always take her puerquito, Mexican
Oh,
bread,
yes,
puerquito.
yeah,
I always take her
sweet
there.
bread, yeah.
She's diabetic, see, and she's 90 years old, and she's always, and I take her a banana or something. Sugar-free, it's sugar-free. Oh, okay. I'll drink it with my coffee. And then she tells my niece, look what Uncle brought, they call Uncle. Look what Uncle brought me. They know already, yeah.
Well, talking about marranitos, cochinitos,
Los puerquitos.
you know, the pig, yeah,
Puerquitos.
Los puerquitos.
Semas.
Do you still like bologna sandwiches or
I eat bologna. I always buy bologna, the thick one. In emergencies at my house, bologna is get 2 breads, a little lettuce. I got a sandwich. Forget the tomato, too much trouble. Let's get a little lettuce. Put a little meat in it.
So bologna is the
I always buy bologna.
your filet mignon this is beginning. Eh? Yeah. Also, you were talking about attitudes that there's a different attitude in Colton now of things changing. I mentioned to you, Oakley, that you asked me how many kids do we have here at the university, and I said, about 50-60%. And you smiled and your eyes were bright, and you said, "That's great." Why did you say that?
Because for a fact, education can help others. That's my philosophy. I don't like dropouts. I never liked dropouts, which I had some in my family, dropout, younger nephews and nieces. How come you quit school? They get lazy. That's the trouble, lazy. I don't tell them. Sometimes I tell them, I got 4 generations of nephews and nieces, Colton, the neighborhood. Rialto, whatever. Anyway, I tell them that. Why do you drop out of school for? Well, they're not like they have to go to work. They just want something Well, I'm going to drop off so I can get a job and buy a car. Okay. I just mentioned it to them. Huh? One day you're going to need it. Well, no, okay. I don't argue with them. I just tell them, get your education. I tell them. And when they,
So you're a firm believer on people or kids getting educated?
yeah, I was, yeah, because we never had the chance. Now they have a chance. Do it. Get a chance. You got a chance to get a good job, get a good marriage, you have a good house, car, kids, whatever. But now if you're not going to get any job. I know this for a fact. I got nephews, druggies. They used to be druggies, okay? It's affecting them right now. In fact, their health
Mm-hmm.
affected. Where is he? He's lying in bed. He's been sick. They're older now, 50 years old. Used to be druggies. That time.
So one of the things that happened in changing, things that changed in Colton was kids getting involved with narcotics
Yeah.
or the alcohol or dropping out of school. And that was not a benefit to the community.
No.
Yeah.
Like most of my nephews and nieces are drinkers. They drink beer.
Mhm.
Most of them drink beer. It's a party, they drink beer, you know. You go to the store, you want a beer? Nah, not right now, or whatever. I haven't
So-
drank in about 20, 30 years, something like that.
So there was a culture of beer drinking in the community then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
At that time it was quarts.
so hopefully things have changed, or have things changed?
Well, to me, a little bit. They change. I mean, in my family, they have changed a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about recreation before, Oakley. We were talking about recreation, what you did for recreation. Remember Ray Brill, the scoutmaster?
Oh, yes.
And in his backyard, we'd go through the alley, and we would weightlift.
Yeah.
We would weightlift in the backyard of Ray
Backyard,
Brill's.
yeah.
Yeah.
You,
And we had a big sign there, and we call it Willie's Gym.
uh-huh.
Willie's Gym. And one of the things that I think I remember about you is that you would go into Willie's Gym and you would ask people, "Are you tight? Is that tight? Is that tight?"
Yeah.
The last question, Oakley, the last question, and maybe you'll remember something else that we didn't discuss, but let me ask you our last question, is that what was the best thing about living in Colton? What was the best thing about living in Colton? What fond memories do you have about being a Coltonite and being raised in Colton?
Well, one thing about it that I have never liked big cities. Like Colton, well, it has grown, but like you say, you still can relate to people. Oh, you go to other cities, you don't know nobody, you don't know what's happening. Like I got a niece lives in Corona. She has two kids. She's a young one, second generation niece. She goes to my house all the time. She comes over. Anyway, Corona has grown. I remember there used to be orchards, just orchards. See, houses all over the place. And there's no communication. Some people don't even know their neighbors.
Mm.
They don't know their neighbors.
But in Colton, you know everybody in South
Yeah.
Colton and North Colton.
Yeah,
And you have family in
you
Colton.
have family and you get acquainted with someone. Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah. Like I say, that's why I like something small. You can relate to people or they wave to you at least or something like that. Nowadays, they don't know nobody. You don't know nobody.
Yeah. Well, Oakley, did I miss anything? Is there anything that I missed that you would like to tell us about?
let's see, hmm, well, no,
Let me go through my notes.
go through your notes, see,
Yeah. Dances.
we used to
We
go-
talked about that. Theater.
yeah.
We talked about. What about weddings and baptisms?
Oh. This is a long time ago. If you are
It
wedding,
must be good. It must be good.
no, long time ago. We were younger, of course. It's going to be a dance. Where? Free dance. Because of the wedding.
Oh,
we weren't
okay,
invited.
okay.
Because there's a dance. Okay. Or if you know the people, then they invite you to the people. Maybe they'll give us something to eat. If they knew you, come and eat. You know, people are like, come and eat. We weren't invited to that. We go stand there and stare. Come in.
So weddings were great, eh?
Gallina con mole.
Uh-huh.
Most of it.
Yeah.
You
What
go-
about church? Were you a church person?
No, I never been at church. My dad used to go to a Seventh-day Adventist church
Uh-huh.
a long time ago. And I used to go, I didn't know what religion it was. And he used to go and he used to take me. It was in South Colton,
Uh-huh.
a church there near the Catholic church there. And he used to take us, and once in a while they used to have a big picnic in Redlands. And the people that had cars would take us over there, had a picnic. I still remember that. I was, 8, 10 years old. Then they bring us back. That was it. That's why I can remember it.
Uh-huh.
Because I never was actually a church goer until then my dad started going the other direction. So that was the end of my going to church.
Uh-huh.
So,
Were you a handball player?
what?
A handball player, rebote.
I used to play, but not very much.
Uh-huh.
Not very much. I wasn't, not very much like Chiniri and, remember Chiniri?
Chiniri,
Yeah.
Mercado, and
Mercado, they used to
also
play.
¿cómo se llama? The family, the tall family. ¿Cómo se llama, Frank? He was a custodian at the high school.
Muro? No.
No, he still works for the Colton Unified School District custodian. No. God, I can't remember. A lot of brothers. Chavez. No,
Chavez.
married to Chavez. Mary Chavez was married to that family. They were all tall kids.
No es Raúl y
No, God, I'm stuck here.
Chavez.
Anyway, they were reboteros that they
Yeah.
played there in South Colton. And Joe worked for the school district.
Yeah, Joe.
He was a custodian at the high school,
Joe.
but I
Oh,
can't
that
remember his
guy,
last name.
Joe Chavez, and then
No, it wasn't Chavez. It was
Joe.
Felix was his brother too, Frank. Soto.
Oh, Joe Soto.
The
Frank
Soto family, the Soto family.
Yeah. Nena and Mary.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe Soto.
Well,
So-
well, Hoakley, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's all right.
Appreciate it.
Anytime.
And I'm delighted that you were able to give us some information of you growing up in South Colton during that period, and some of the experiences that you went through in growing up in Colton, and then the fact that you still, Colton
live
is
there.
home to you.
Still live there. South
Colton
Colton.
is home to you.
Yeah, a lot of them. Where do you live? Colton. What part of Colton? South Colton. You live in South Colton? Yeah. Why? Okay.
So they're surprised that you're still in
Surprised.
South Colton,
Yeah.
eh? Yeah.
Bother me. How could I, I mean, this is between us. They gave the house to my daughter, my wife, my brother-in-law. She can have the house. free. You know what? You know what I mean? Free.
But you're a good guy. That's why they
You're a
gave
good
it
guy.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah. You can have a house. Okay, problem. Pay the taxes. That's it. And when I pass, my daughter lives there, in the apartment on the side, and when I pass by, I give it to her, or she's going to get it, and you give it some whatever you want, or sell it or whatever. And my wife had another house that their sister gave her the house too. That's where my son lives. My sister-in-law gave my wife her house. Yeah.
So it's a wonderful
Yeah.
place to grow up in.
Yeah, to me,
Wonderful family with good relationships, and you still have those relationships intact with your family.
Yeah.
Oakley, you didn't meet Henry Vasquez. Henry Vasquez is also part of our committee, and Henry is over there in the corner. Mira.
Oh, hi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One of his neighbors.
Yeah.
My name is Alfonso Garcia, but I know it by Oakley, because in the books there used to be a guy with big cheeks,
Uh-huh.
and my name stuck there, because I viene negro, I was chino, you know what I mean? And they seen my big cheeks, Oakley, it stuck.
Lives on Maple.
Oh, you live on Maple?
Yeah, I used to live in Maple. And anyways, it stuck. Everybody, Uncle Oakley, everybody my nephew. My real name is Alfonso, nobody knows, what's your real name? I got a lot of nephews and nieces. I mean, the young ones, they don't know. Uncle Oakley, they call him Uncle Oakley.
Yeah.
So where do you live now?
On South Cove,
Yeah, but what street?
N Street, 10th and N Street, corner house. I lived there all my life. It was a gift.
10th and N?
Yeah, it's close to, it's a block south of where your grandmother's
Oh, yeah,
house was.
My grandmother, Margarita Gomez, lived at 10th and M.
Raleigh, your cousin? Raleigh and Gabby?
Yeah,
Gabby Gomez?
yeah.
Tony,
Well, no, they were uncles of mine.
Tony,
Tony.
the musician.
Yes, Tony, Gabby, Raul, Ernie.
Yeah, I know him. I used to
Yeah.
work with him. Yeah, I know him. In fact, I passed by that house in my walk in the morning.
Oh, you did?
I walk in the morning around the neighborhood, and I
Uh-huh.
walk certain houses. 5 times out of the week, I pass by that house. Oh, yeah.
But I live on 5th Street right now. Did you know Sotero Vasquez by any chance?
Next to Reese's liquor store.
Sotero.
Yeah.
The name sounds familiar. I know people that used to live there.
Yeah,
Sotero
well,
Vasquez.
My dad was David. His brothers were Jesus, Alfredo, Arturo, Ramon. The sisters were Lupe and Rachel. Oh, and Manuel, Barney.
Remember Jimmy Liquor Store?
Yes, the
Okay.
house next to the liquor store.
Then Danny, what's his name? Danny Raul. There used to be had a brother named Raul and Meño
Oh, Garcia?
Garcia.
Yeah, they lived on the other side.
Yeah. And then I know that Garcia, the other one lives by my son over there.
Yeah.
He's been sick, poor he's been sick. But anyway, that's my cruising deal. I go cruising. I do.
Well, Oakley, thank you so much for being with us this morning. And Henry, do you have any questions? Or Frank, do you have any questions of Oakley?
I was just wondering if he knew where La Católica was.
The what?
The barrio called La Católica.
Offhand, I can't remember the name, but
Okay.
whereabouts?
Well, that southern part of 5th Street, which is where the church was before they built the church up on 7th and L. And so that barrio was called La Calle Cinco, but that southern part, probably, just the southern part was called La Católica because that's where the church was. But that was when you were very young.
Yeah. I think I heard not the name, but somebody said the church used to be down there.
The church was almost at the corner of Aguamanza, Congress, and Fifth Street, about 2 houses north on the east side of the street.
I remember the family, the Lara used to live there. Used to plant corn on the Lara. Then the little school is there. The Macias used to live on the other side.
Mhm.
And who lives in the corner? Trini Caldera used to live around there. Visconti used to live over there too. Well, that's about it where I know.
Sosa?
Sosa used to live down there. Sosa. The Visconti family, I don't know, one of them got killed in the Second World War. But the family, the grandsons or something, they still live in that house.
Mm.
Still live in that house because I talk with them once in a while. And then you go down the street, that's where Arthur's place is. Right?
Yes,
The
yes,
bar, the bar.
yes.
Anyway, I still remember that, yeah. I go for my little cruises there.
Well, again, we thank you so much, and it was a delight having this conversation. And
I appreciate this little conversation we had.
and then we're in the process of the Project Oakley. So when they gave us a copy of the DVD, we'll give you a copy of our conversation this morning.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for being with us.